Boys, you know I hate teases, but I gotta be a tease this week because we got a couple of big teaser trailers.
We've got yet another game where you simulate playing as something.
And Johnny Depp's new movie, he's playing John Everyman, a normal stand-up guy, blue collar, and he goes to work and he comes home and just kidding, he's playing a cat from the 7th dimension. Fuck you.
Today is Friday, October 24th, 2014. Ooh. Welcome to Pretty Much It. My name is Eric.
My name is Jake.
My name is Mike, but you could call me Mr. M if you want to get personal.
And we've got news.
Oh, Mr.
We got
M
a lot
is
of news.
happy.
Are you guys ready for this?
Mr. M is ready for
Yeah,
this.
I say I'm ready. Yep.
Okay. Let's start with, let's shake it up a little bit this time.
Don't.
Like
What-
Taylor
what are you
Swift.
thinking? What are you thinking?
We'll shake it off
She shakes it off.
with movie news.
What is Taylor Swift shaking? What is...
She's
For
shaking
Steve
movie
Jobs.
Taylor Swift is shaking Jobs like a shakedown,
Like Obama was supposed to do.
like by the heels.
Yes.
Shaking for the change.
Like Wall
to come out.
Street.
What are we
Yeah.
talking about?
Steve Jobs, Christian Bale's officially in the movie. Done.
Confirmed.
It's over. Yes.
Who
it's
is he
confirmed.
playing?
He's going to be playing
The
actually
the Mackle computer.
He's going to be playing the MacBook computer. He's going to play the first. He's going to play the next
So they actually had Steve Jobs film himself to play himself
inside a little box, and he was like,
Yeah.
"This must be what R2D2 felt like."
And he goes. He pulls the sheet. He goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to announce
Who says
our
that?
revolution."
Who says that?
Steve Jobs. He
Whoever's
says,
playing Steve
No,
Jobs.
no, Steve Jobs is playing Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
They
No,
shot
well,
this before he
right,
died.
no. Brad Pitt is in right now, so Brad
Okay.
Pitt will be playing Steve Jobs, and he'll say, "Ladies and gentlemen, I'm really." That's how Brad Pitt
Okay.
talks.
Ladies
and
He'll say,
gentlemen.
"Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to announce the future of computing," and he pulls a sheet off of the table.
And
Christian
it's
Bale
Christian
nude.
It's a box. It's like a box with Christian Bale's head in it. And he's like, "I'm a fucking MacBook."
And it's like, no, his head, like the Wizard of Oz, like
It's a giant floating head.
of Christian Bale.
Do not look behind.
He's like, "I could print. I could fucking print. I got a browser.
And
I
it's
got a
like,
mouse. What do you want?
What's this little curtain over here? And he's like, no.
Windows. We're
and
done
inside
professionally."
is Aaron Sorkin.
And it's like pulling a whole bunch of chains.
And
He's still
Aaron
writing the script.
Sorkin says that Christian Bale will be in every single frame of the movie.
What does
which is
that
pretty
mean?
incredible.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. That means Steve Jobs is in every single frame of the movie.
So there's never a part where it shows like a tree.
Nope.
Hopefully not.
Dang, you know what? In that Ashton
Was that a
Kutcher,
callback to the original Apple logo, or are you just realizing
No.
you accidentally did that now?
No, yeah.
Good for
in
you.
the Ashton Kutcher movie, I really appreciated those tree shots.
The shots, yeah.
Or like, so it's a
Steve
movie
did
where
like to get high.
so it's a movie that where the camera's always on the main character.
I think so.
always.
Well, it's like a one shot kind of thing.
Right,
A
but it's
little
three
bit.
of them.
3 1-shots.
Oh, okay.
I don't
cool.
know if that's
3
true,
fake
but
one. It's gonna
Cool.
be like
real
played
time,
like
not one shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. That's cool.
You know what's
Neato.
really cool? Speaking of casting,
What?
Ooh, Captain Cool.
Doctor Strange. No, that's on Flash
Close.
next week.
Okay.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange.
Colin Farrell's in the mix right now, and I'm just kidding. This is not cool. This is the last time we're talking about this
Yeah.
until it's confirmed.
It's like
'cause
every.
how can
it's
anyone
somebody,
care?
It's somebody.
There's like
on it.
7 people on the list. Who
Yeah.
cares?
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a big list.
I just want to
got,
know
yeah.
already. I just want to know.
I don't even want to know. I just don't tell me who's
Hey.
on the list.
Remember when we had a big list for who was going to play Batman?
Yeah.
And then it was they came out with Brett.
It wasn't even part of it.
Yeah. Then
Brett
they
Mounts. Yeah, they announced Brett
yeah,
Mounts.
They came out and they said that Ben Affleck was their first choice from the start.
Yeah. So why are we?
So,
I don't know
like,
why
you
we're
dumb
talking about
idiots,
this. We're
you
falling
peasants,
into
you
the stupid
morons.
rabbit hole of morons.
You know, you think
Stupid
about it though.
shit.
Batman got a lot less. Like he had a smaller list than fucking Doctor Strange
It's
does.
true. Well,
Doctor
that's-
Strange has
that's
like a
good
page
for
of
them
people.
because this is all bullshit.
A bunch of doctors are trying.
Anyway,
I can't wait to see who's actually going to play him though.
me neither. But you know what? We did get to see something this week that we were supposed to see next week during S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oops.
But now,
Oops.
good news, no one needs to watch S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yay!
The
Avengers-
Avengers
A-
2 Age of
Javol.
I don't
Age of
think the
Ultron.
number 2 is anywhere in
Nope,
the
it's
title.
not.
Age 2 Ultron.
Oh,
Age
boy.
2 Ultron.
We got the teaser trailer, and I will say I did watch it. It's the
Yeah.
only thing I'm going to watch from this movie
Oh,
because
yeah.
I am sold on it. I don't need to see it
Yeah.
like to know I'm going to. I don't need to see a trailer to know I'm going to see it.
Mm.
But I know there's still a little ways to go. I know I'm going to see all of this anyway over time, so I was like, let
Yeah.
me just watch it.
But like you were saying, like this amount of footage they showed in the trailer would be like a perfect amount before I see
Yeah,
the
this
movie.
was fine. It seemed like it was like mostly one scene. Like toward the end, it seemed like it was all that market scene.
It's
Yeah.
the same thing as the first Avengers trailer in that it didn't like blow its whole wad, I guess you could say.
Blow its Avengers.
You know, it
It's like
didn't.
trying to come up with
it
what's the
didn't-
what's the medical term?
It
Wad.
didn't show its full hand. Like the first Avengers trailer didn't get that big action shot of all of them standing around.
Right.
The first teaser was just kind of like, oh, okay, look at all those
Here's
characters.
all of them. Right.
Yeah,
I remember
great.
the day that came out. I had to watch it on my phone.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the first time we're seeing James Spadebot as old
Old Tron.
James
Tron.
As old Tron.
old Trames Spader.
And
I like him.
Yeah,
I
it
think
seems
he-
cool.
I think
Especially when he
he's,
walks out of the party. It was really
yeah,
scary.
he looks
yeah,
like
he looked cool when he was all like messed up.
fucked up.
Kind of wish he stayed like that, but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
okay.
because
sleek and perfect is cool
I got
too.
some like we don't see a lot of him. There's one other shot of him with like his back facing,
And then at the very end,
and at the very end they show him, and I guess like
very expressive robot.
yeah, I thought that was a little weird. I thought that looked a
And
little goofy.
Ultron's whole thing is that he has zero expression, which is weird.
Yeah,
That his whole like in every single thing Ultron's ever been in, it's just been like that face.
Well, I guess I can appreciate that they're making the villain have some sort of
Interesting.
emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
They could have saved like a couple $1 million though if it
Yeah.
was just like an unmoving face.
it definitely looks different though. It's got a
Oh,
different
very
feel
different,
from the
darker
first
tone
one.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you know, but darker, but not gritty, dark and gritty, that sort of thing. 'Cause
No.
It's still colorful.
You know, there's still gonna be jokes. You know.
Oh, for sure.
It looks like the
But,
Avengers.
yeah,
are
I'm
like,
glad it's not going like dark and gritty though. Darker doesn't mean dark and gritty. Dark and gritty is like the joke when everything's like black and it's raining.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, this looks just darker in like story.
Yeah,
So-
like we knew from a long time ago that this movie was gonna have like a global feel to it.
It definitely has
And,
that.
yeah,
That's for
I
sure.
like,
for better or worse, because I don't know. It looks like I wasn't actually wowed like out of my skin by this trailer. I was like, okay, it's
Yeah,
the gang's back,
It might be because like since we've already seen the Avengers, be
which
the
is why I think we
Avengers,
talked about last week. Like they need to shake it up because
need
it's
to
like
shake it up a little bit.
And I think they're successful that they're doing that. It's not going to be a one. It doesn't look like a one-note repeat of the first Avengers.
no, and that's a good,
Which is
thing,
what they
yeah,
need, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it looks very different. I guess
But
that's the best thing to take away.
You
from
got Captain America doing cool Captain America stuff.
I'm most interested in Hulk.
Yeah,
He's
I was
looking
gonna say
scared as shit.
something
Yeah.
is going on with the
Yeah.
Hulk.
I think my guess for it is that the Hulk is gonna meet Scarlet Witch and she's gonna be like back off and she's gonna poke him in the brain and the Hulk's he's not gonna like that because he's the Hulk.
Oh, it's gonna make him go like more
He's
crazy.
gonna go, because like in every single time that the Avengers fight the Hulk in the comics and the cartoons, it's because oh no, the Hulk drank too much orange juice and now he's gone crazy.
And now he's pissed. His mouth. He's like
so temperamental. Oh,
Yeah.
he stubbed his toe. He's gonna go destroy.
He's having a
city.
baby. Is that
the
what you're about to
Hulk's
say?
having a baby.
Oh my god.
But now, what? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say. Well, I'm just wrapping it up. I don't know if you guys have anything else to say about it, but
I guess Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch they look
certainly not making me
Oh,
excited about them
they look
necessarily. But they're there.
I mean, like from the very little bit that we saw, they look so much better in motion than like the pictures that we saw. Like when the pictures.
yes,
Yeah,
I
like,
will
at-
agree with that.
at
The
first-
set photos.
Yeah, the set
yes.
photos. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, but I don't think that they expected to have to really compete with the Quicksilver from X-Men, and they really
Oh,
do.
now they do
because he was the
Yeah.
star of that movie. Really,
I like
Yeah.
that.
So
You know, like
I don't know. They might not actually top that.
there was a part where the Hulk like threw a car at the Hulkbuster. You ever notice that? Like the Hulk's favorite weapon is
cars.
killing people with cars. I
Like,
Did he do
love
that a lot? I
In the
forgot.
in the Edward Norton movie, he rips apart a car.
Yeah, that's
That
like
movie
a
was
classic Hulk
garbaggio.
thing. It's
It
the car boxing gloves. That's what they
that
call
was
it. That's
like
so
the
cool.
only cool thing about that movie is that like for a split second he makes boxing gloves.
Yeah, and
That
he
was
did
cool.
and he did the Hulk Sonic clap. He went.
He did
Yeah,
that in the
cool.
Avengers, right?
I don't
Did he do that in the
remember.
Avengers too? I
He
can't remember.
did some kind of sonic slap.
Well, we don't know about the Avengers 2. We haven't seen it yet.
a
Jake.
TOO. But yeah, that's fine.
No,
I-
it's a 2. It's a TWO.
Overall, yeah, I'm very excited. I'm excited
Yeah.
because it's different, and I'm a little like,
Yeah, looks good.
I'm curious.
I'm definitely. I will say I'm definitely. I wasn't screaming or blown out of my mind. It just it looks cool, and that's all I'm gonna watch. I'll wait for the movie. And I know I'm not allowed to say it, but the millions of robots climbing out of the water looked really fucking boring. Let's move on to the next thing. X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh.
Now,
All right, yeah.
last
Oh, a
week,
thing.
we talked about. Last week we talked about DC announced all their movies and stuff like that, and that Tom Hardy was in talks potentially to play a character in Suicide Squad,
Right.
Which apparently is like really potentially happening.
yeah,
Interesting.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a big deal. So now we have Tom Hardy in the running to play Apocalypse.
He's all over the place.
He's
huh?
got-
So unbelievably annoying.
Yeah.
Bane, Apocalypse, and Suicide Squad. Is he the only actor working in Hollywood?
He's got a I mean, Apocalypse is a big bald guy, so
You're right. We only have one of those.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, I don't know.
God
man.
forbid it's an unknown that is the best actor of the generation that
Also,
hasn't been
I mean,
discovered because he has no name.
all you gotta
but-
do is like just put some blue lipstick like
You're such a snob.
over his face. Hey, I mean,
I'm very proud, snob.
What
proud,
if it?
proud snob.
I'm dressing the part nowadays too.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, you are.
Just want to make sure everybody knows when they approach me, don't fucking talk to me. But let's talk about. I mean, yeah,
No,
could he
you
do
know
it?
I'm just
Yeah,
messing with
he
you.
could do it.
But
No.
also, I think they said that we were just talking about it. I think they confirmed that Quicksilver is coming back.
Yeah,
oh
or,
yeah, well he
yeah.
has to. He was the best
Yeah,
part.
they fast-tracked
and then I said
that,
they were like
definitely.
maybe a standalone film, and I'm like, well, that's how you ruin it.
That's a little.
Yeah.
That's too
Way to
much.
be intelligent,
Yeah.
guys. DC. I don't know what's going on with Tom Hardy in DC, but he was in the running for that with Will Smith and the whole gang, and that's cool.
It's Will Smith in a
I'm
DC
actually
movie,
I'm very interested in Suicide Squad. Actually,
Yeah.
of all those movies, I don't know if I said it last week, but I am actually very interested in that.
That's like I already know that Batman and Superman have fights. I don't know anything to Suicide Squad.
I'm genuinely very interested in that, so that could be cool. I feel like I was focusing more. I did say I believe it'll happen, but I was focusing more on the other movies last week. Suicide Squad sounds cool to me. My only problem with it was like we're getting the Sinister Six to Suicide Squad. It's like bad guy teams is the new thing, I guess.
It's still like I was saying.
We haven't seen it yet though, so it's like
we don't know if it's gonna work.
Like I can imagine,
but
I can imagine a scene from Batman versus Superman. And I can probably be 100% on the money. Like there's probably gonna be a scene where Batman opens a box and goes, "Guess what, Superman?
Suicide Squad.
It's kryptonite."
Oh.
And Superman's gonna be like, "Fuck." And it's gonna be like a whole thing. And
with
Batman,
Suicide Squad, you can't even picture what it would be.
I can't even.
Right.
I can't. I don't
Right.
know what's gonna be. Maybe they have another box of kryptonite.
Well,
But technically, there's no kryptonite in the Man of Steel universe.
we don't know that
Picture
yet.
this: Jenna Malone as Robin. Might happen. Who knows?
All right.
You know what? I'm cool
Well,
with it.
they're going with the Frank Miller.
That was super
vibe.
cool.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
You
might
know
as
what?
well.
That
It's
was
like really.
You know what? Okay, but let's say they do go that way. Jenna Malone, I say, yeah, sure.
Yeah, she's
She
good.
actually would
Yeah,
be perfect, I think,
yeah.
for it.
I really don't know who she. I saw a picture of her, but I don't know what she's done.
Who's she in most recently that you would know?
But I like the idea. I like that Robin, the girl
Sucker
Robin.
Punch.
Oh, I'll just say
Donnie Darko.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. Hunger Games. She's in Hunger Games as well. She's good.
I like the girl Robin. I think
Yeah.
pretty much kind of like every other Robin. Like there's a whole bunch of Robins. They don't really interest me that much.
I'm not
Other
really
than-
keen on an on-screen Robin.
That was, you know why? Because like the original Robin was just a sidekick. Like there was nothing to it.
Well,
Whereas like that Robin has like a kind of a more interesting point to it. The
Well,
female
with the
one.
female. Well,
Yeah.
even in the Frank Miller one, she was like the sidekick still.
Right.
Like,
Yes, but there was more thought put into it because this
Yeah.
was a time when it wasn't just like let's draw a little boy.
Let's just draw a little boy, and that's it.
I feel like Robin just the whole concept of Robin
Wait, I didn't get.
works
Are we
better.
getting Robin in this? I didn't even realize
That's
that.
the thing.
Now that I think about
And
it,
it's like real. Like how much more?
you know what? If we're gonna get Robin, let's go that way though. That's what I'm cool with that.
I mean, if they're leaning all these other ways in the Dark Knight Returns, why not? Yeah, whatever.
yeah,
People
maybe
are
it'll
gonna
also maybe get women to shut
to
the fuck
the
up.
untrained, like to the
Kidding, obviously.
uninformed person. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck? Why was Robin a girl in this movie?"
You're right.
Yeah.
But you know what I will say for people that do know, I actually haven't heard anybody talking about like a men versus women thing.
No, no.
So thumbs up from
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, because
Uh,
I mean, Robin almost is a girl anyway, so nobody has a problem
Almost
with
like
it.
girl
And that's
anyway.
where it changes everything. Jason Momoa finally admitted he's Aquaman. The
Wow.
fucking loser. Like as if everyone hasn't known for months.
Maybe he was like just so
Good
shy.
job, Jason.
Yeah, cool, Jason.
Maybe he's
I'm just
just-
saying that's part of the news.
The last time Jason Momoa said anything about his career, he lost Drax.
You're right.
So maybe
he
that's why
should keep his mouth shut. Yeah, he was like, I am not saying a
Yeah.
goddamn word.
until they tell me to.
And finally, the last little thing I want to mention that I thought was hilarious based on last week's ranting and raving, which was all justified, by the way.
Yeah.
Ray Fisher, who was playing Cyborg. By the way, we totally forgot he's a Broadway actor. That's why he didn't have any
Yes,
credits.
some
I
people
totally
pointed that out
forgot.
to
So
me.
we were wrong about
Oh,
that.
that's right. He was in
We
that
knew
play.
that.
He was in the play where he
Cyborg.
gets the robot
yes,
body.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's perfect
Yes.
now.
So he is
Like-
perfect for that. He's got a robot body.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we totally undersold him because we forgot. Yes, he's not a big actor in movies, but he's been apparently a big actor on Broadway. He actually said he's like when they asked him, what do you think about getting your own movie? He was like, I had no idea until it was announced.
Wow, really?
Just
Man.
a little bit more of
He didn't
justifying
get,
last
yeah.
week's news. The Conjuring.
Oh no! Wait,
I don't know. Is that an oh no? I don't know.
Wait.
The Conjuring 2.
wait, isn't that Annabelle?
No, Annabelle was a stupid spin-off. We're talking about the actual movies, The Conjuring 2.
Oh.
Wow, you thought Annabelle?
Annabelle was just a
Conjuring too?
bullshit. No, that was like
I
just a
feel bad.
stupid ass spin-off.
But everyone said that it was the doll from Conjuring.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
And
It was just a spin-off.
Oh.
To make
I don't
it
know
was just
why.
like an excuse to make like a cheap bad.
Just want to
horror
make some
movie.
money.
I really don't want you to tell me the news right now. I am so fucking
Okay, wait
sick
a
of
minute.
the same movie coming out
Listen,
every year.
there's
Let me guess. They have to investigate a spooky house and a fucking door
well,
opens.
that
and
is
then,
the
like-
plot, so probably. But it is being pushed from 2015 to 2016.
Oh no!
And the reason is because
They want
ran out of.
returning to direct is James Wan.
Wani Boy.
He's
in
coming
there.
back.
Yeah.
Our golden boy's coming
Yeah,
back.
man,
Now,
yeah.
it was a little scary, but I never bought it. Remember I said he was leaving horror? He was like, I'm going to leave horror for a while.
Yeah.
I was like,
No.
no, not a chance.
I
He's
tell you
coming
what,
back.
he
He's
probably
coming
did
back.
Fast and Furious, and he's like, I'm sick
And then he
of
was
dealing
like,
with Vin
fucking
Diesel.
somebody died. This is
Yeah.
this is real life scary. I'm going back
Yeah,
to
it's
spooky
real life
scary.
scary.
I'm going back to spooky scary.
Where dead people can come back.
So he's doing Conjuring 2, and that's awesome. But it is in 2016. It's also so far away that I'm not like thinking about it. But that's
Yeah.
cool. I'm glad.
Yeah,
I
oh,
would
yeah.
not have been that interested in Conjuring if he wasn't directing it, to be honest, because it's like, what's the point?
I really can't. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
It's not for you. It's not bad news. It's just nothing news because you don't care about it.
It's like more than nothing news because I was
It's
on.
bad.
Oh, good.
Yesterday I saw the trailer for Insidious 3.
You saw it today.
Yeah. Oh, today I guess. 'Cause that's when it came out. I got my days.
If you
mixed
saw
up.
it yesterday,
melting.
then I want to know where you watched it.
We'll
get to that next.
And regardless of how I think that's gonna be, it's just like the same fucking movie every time.
Right.
It's like
You sound like Christopher Walken when you
it's
whisper.
the same fucking movie every time. It's like and
In
the
the
trailer
sense that Christopher Walken
and-
doesn't like Insidious.
and then it's like every trailer is
Well, wait,
the same.
why don't we just
Like-
talk about
all right,
that?
Okay,
So that's James Wan. He is not directing Insidious 3. He did Insidious Chapter 1 and Chapter 2, which you did like Chapter 2 better though, because that was
I liked it
a
better
crazy
than-
different story,
yeah.
like a crazy. I don't
Time
want to get into it because I don't
travel.
want to. Yeah, I don't want to like get too far into it for anyone that hasn't seen it. Although you probably have, but I liked it a lot. I thought that was really cool. I'm a sucker for that. But Insidious Chapter 3, we already knew this. James
Sucker
Wan is
punch.
not directing it. However, I'm excited about it because Lee Winnell is directing it, who is his right-hand man. James Wan and Lee Winnell started Saw, started Insidious, started The Conjuring. Well, actually, wait, he might not have done The Conjuring. I forget. But they are like the guys that start these things. So in my mind, it's James Wan and Lee Winnell are like the dynamic duo for
Yeah.
that kind of, for like the
Yeah.
new horror stuff.
Maybe you know what? Maybe just get them to make a movie about a monster. I don't know, just a movie that's not about a ghost.
You know
Yeah.
what? They did. Death Sentence was a weird one. You remember that? Dead Silence was cool, but that was not ghosts. That was.
Ghosts.
It was kind of.
What
Yeah, it
if
was
they
ghosts.
just
You're
make
right,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
regular normal movie about like a guy?
Well, that's
I'm
not what
just
they do.
talking-
They do.
no,
spooky,
they make
scary
horror
movies.
movies,
Okay.
but every horror movie, it's like it's a ghost every time. It's like, and then in the trailer, it's like, is there a ghost down that hallway?
Yep.
Probably.
little break of silence, and then boom,
A toy rolls
Yeah,
out.
a toy rolls out. and then the big scare comes out. You think that was the scare,
Yep.
but then they get you.
The music, but no, we have the teaser trailer, and yes, you're right. It looks like more of the same, but I'm a big fan of what they do with this genre. So now I'm excited because it's Lee Winnell, so I'm curious to see how he does with his first directing.
His last name
directorial
drives me
debut.
nuts.
Why? Because you don't know if it's two
Winnell.
N's, two
I don't know how
L's.
to spell it.
But that being said, it does definitely look like more of the same. And I've always, I don't disagree with you on
Yeah.
that. It's just that I do like what they do with it. I think that they have like the right sensibility and they do a good job, I think, with this stuff.
I'm just
so
looking-
I like what they do.
Yeah, my thing with
It's
them,
not the substance so much as it is like their structure of the whole thing. I think they're really smart with their suspense.
my thing with them. Yeah, my thing with them isn't like
their
it's not
style.
like I'm not like it's not scary, so I don't like it. It's more just like they have a sense of like style, and it's just like holy shit, have fun, spookiness.
Yeah, they don't approach it too seriously. I
Yeah.
think that's what's missing in a lot of horror movies these
Yeah.
days is the comedy, kind of, and like the fun. It's like so many movies are so dry, which is fine. You can do that, but they are like a refreshing
Yeah,
brand.
so
of
that's
that,
why
so.
I'm like vaguely into that.
It's weird.
shit.
It's like old school but new school. It's hard
Oh,
to
definitely.
explain.
I mean,
Absolutely.
Can you guys even comprehend that it's real that we live in a time where they made a Ouija movie?
Well, they didn't.
I know they didn't.
Yeah, I'm not going to see
But
it.
I'm
Yeah,
just
well, of
saying.
course, I believe they made it, but
Well,
I'm not
we have
surprised.
we have a running joke where it's like
Who's we?
Not me. We and my friend.
We and my
Me and my
friends.
friends.
Like have you guys seen the
saying yes in French.
have you guys seen the commercial for it on TV? They show the girl
I
get
saw one commercial the other day
possessed
and I had to watch
she
it, of course.
levitates and then she they show her like levitate in the air and then she falls and it looks like her head is about to like hit the sink in the bathroom.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I saw that.
We said the marketing for the movie is #faceful of sink.
Face full of
Ouija.
sink.
In
Ouija's
theaters.
got a face full of
#faceful of sink.
And that's French for 5. But anyway, that's the spooky stuff, but we got some more spooky stuff.
Wait, Ouija is French for 5?
Yes.
Ouija. That's what he calls himself though, like Luigi. Ouija.
French
That's
for
what his
5.
mommy called him.
French for 5.
Ouija, before she died
Baby
in a fire.
Baby Ouija.
I
A
don't- look,
fire
I-
that
listen,
Mario started.
I don't want to scare you guys. We'll get into that next week. I don't want to scare you guys, but mummies,
Are fucking awesome.
the mummy.
You go.
Oh, we're going
I'm
back.
sorry, what did you
You're
say?
talking about Brendan Fraser?
Wrong.
Because
Obviously not.
You can kill him with swords. You can kill him with guns. Sometimes
Fire.
they'll give evil spooky
Sand.
spells at you.
I
Yep.
think we already discussed the scientific
Properties
of a mummy.
Right.
When you unravel a mummy, there's nothing left.
It's just invisible. It's just gas.
It's invisible and intangible.
It's
you,
like
you unwrap it and there's
1,000
nothing.
year
and you
old
just
gas.
forgot that it was even
It's-
what you
it's
were
air.
doing.
Yeah, it's like,
1,000-year-old air. Ooh, 1,000-year-old air that dissipates in 2 seconds.
1,000-year-old air.
It's
just
sell that
trapped-
to stupid white
It's
people.
just trapped gases.
But we do have the plot, apparently, the synopsis.
Oh, lay it on
Not
me.
the
I don't
synopsis,
know
but
about
like the
this.
general concept of
Mummy
the Mummy
Manhattan.
reboot.
All right, I'm
No,
closing-
unfortunately.
No.
I'm closing my eyes.
So
Hit me with it. My
here's
eyes are
the
closed.
2 things I want to cover here. All it is it's actually following a team of soldiers in Iraq,
Cool.
which is basically Egypt, right?
Yeah.
No, no, not at all.
Basically-
Wait a second. Iraq is not Egypt at all.
Basically.
My eyes are still
Basically.
closed.
Well, you got sand, and you've got the people that look like those other people.
But yeah, but it's like also it's also it's also
Scary.
old. It's just,
Ask a soldier.
There's a lot of history.
Very scary.
Mesopotamian culture.
But anyway, that's hilarious. It takes place in Iraq with a
Okay.
group of soldiers. They get stuck in a mummy world. They get
I'm
stuck
sorry.
in
they
Mummy
get
world.
stuck in, I guess, a pyramid or some
like
shit.
a tomb.
And they go in a tomb, and they're like,
It's the
they turn on each
it's
other.
the terrorists.
They turn on each other. No, they go in and try to find terrorists, but they're all dead.
I was gonna say the terrorists
Because the mummies killed them,
I
or the
guess.
mummy magic killed them.
Imagine if there was a movie where terrorists like
I'm not joking,
they-
by the way.
the terrorists like tap into the energy of like mystical
Listen
mummy
to me.
magic.
Listen to me.
Wait, Al
That's
Qaeda
not what happens. But what happens is apparently one soldier survives, gets all the way in, finds this old sarcophagus? Is that what it's called?
Sarcophagus. Yes.
Sarcophagi are multiple.
Yes.
So he finds one sarcophagus. And he puts his hands on it. I don't know why.
And he gets wrapped up.
Nope. Yeah, it
No.
it wraps him up. No, puts his hand on it. He gets like stabbed through the hand by like a diamond, and
Oh,
now
no.
and then he's possessed by the mummy.
Oh, so there's no mummy in the movie.
I actually think there's no mummy in this movie.
Wait a second. So that means the mummy is just a soldier man.
I think
Fuck.
so.
God damn it.
Starring Aaron Taylor Johnson.
It's like Dracula Untold. It's
Is
just like
this,
let's
like,
just
in
make
that
him a
universe?
warrior.
Right, Dracula Untold, wasn't that like he was possessed by Dracula?
No, he was Dracula, but
Okay.
the fact that
But he had to
they
go-
made him a warrior.
No, he wasn't Dracula. Wasn't the plot? I didn't see it. Did you?
I thought the plot was you
I
had
thought
to
the
climb
plot was
up.
that he like prayed for the powers of
No,
Dracula to
no,
save his family.
he mean-
Well, no,
he-
his name was Dracula.
Yeah,
but
no,
he had to
embraces
get
the power of the vampire. Yeah.
Okay,
Spooky
maybe I'm
powers.
wrong.
No, but
Yeah.
it's just
I didn't see it.
It's just like
So I'm
that.
kinda
That was
proud
the
to be
trend.
wrong.
Like, let's take Dracula, make him a warrior. Let's
Right.
take the mummy and make him a
A
soldier.
soldier.
So when they all
There
fight,
is a scene in Dracula Untold, by the way, at the end that the director didn't even know about. Apparently, that sets up like the meetup, the team up.
what happens? Like,
It's like present day for no
Is
reason.
it in present day Iraq?
And I don't
it's
mind
like
if that's a spoiler.
bunch
Who
of
cares?
a bunch of soldiers are walking around going, "Where are those terrorists?"
And he's like, right here.
He's like, right
and he
here.
sends the bats at him.
Boris Karloff shows up with a folder. He slaps it down on a table. He's like, "I'm making a spooky
Because
initiative."
I object.
The spooky initiative.
But listen, let's get off the spooky. Let's get into. Well, this is still a little spooky. Are you guys afraid of wolves? Big bad wolves?
Well, I guess that would be spooky to get
they
mauled by a
actually-
wolf.
Into the woods.
If they actually look like wolves,
We got our first look at. Now, if you remember in the teaser trailer, they didn't show him.
they like
Because it was like
foreshadowed
spooky,
him.
yeah. They showed like his hand and it said Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
And now we've seen him.
Oh,
And it's way less
It's
like
the dumbest thing.
It's like
he
if-
doesn't look. He just looks like Johnny Depp with whiskers on his face.
it's like when you go up to somebody and you just say Johnny Depp, like the
that's what I picture.
yeah, the
basically.
automatic picture in your brain that you don't even
His
control.
whiskers.
It's just like you picture Johnny Depp like in a crazy hat.
whisker
Yep.
top hat cat man.
Yep, he's literally got a crazy hat and crazy
They just
garb.
painted whiskers on his damn face. And
That's
like,
all they did.
I never
That-
complain about anything, but this
No.
is
Do you
dumb.
think that Johnny Depp thinks he's a good actor? Do you think he knows?
At
I
one
don't
time
know.
maybe he thought he was. Now he just said,
But do you think
"Oh, I
like he?
do whatever for the paycheck."
Yeah, but
Blah.
do you think he? I'm actually interested to think like I want to get in his
Well,
mind.
I want to know what he thinks of himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to find out. We'll have him on one day.
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think. What was the last? Transcend. Couldn't even finish that.
And he
sentence.
wasn't even a normal
Transcendent.
man in that movie.
You're right. He was a
machine.
computer
Yeah.
machine man, puppety pup.
Yeah, a computer pup.
But anyway, that's it for movie news. Now we got some quick TV news because I'm actually curious to see what you guys think about this. We've got a Scream TV series in the works. This is old news. This has been going on for a while.
Oh
now.
yeah,
They're
this has
working on
been
it.
rumors for decades.
Rumors. I guess it's happening. I honestly
Would
don't
you say
know.
rumor has it? As
Rumor
Adele
has
once
it.
said.
Yes, dude, you're getting Adele. But what we got this week was interesting to me. Apparently,
No.
it's very possible that Ghostface Killer won't be doing the soundtrack, and Ghostface, the Scream mask, won't be in the series.
Nobody's gonna get that joke.
Now, what do you think?
I say fine.
Dumb.
I say fine.
Whoa! What?
What?
Because I
Dumb.
wasn't even picturing Ghostface being in it. I thought the whole point was it's a Scream series about like being self-aware in a horror movie.
Yeah, I thought
I
that was
thought
the whole
that was
point
the
of
show.
Scream.
But the whole thing is Ghostface.
I
It's-
disagree.
it's-
I think
it's
the whole.
not, though.
I disagree. I think Ghostface pops up from the. Okay, I'm talking about the first Scream. Beyond that, they just added him in because he was the popular face from
They
the
just
movie.
made him the slasher,
In the
yeah.
first Scream, if that's just one movie, it's just a random mask that they put on to hide their face. The movie is not about that guy. The series becomes that,
Yeah.
basically. But
But
the
at
movie
first-
is about these kids aware of how a horror movie works. It was like a comedy,
And it was like a whodunit comedy.
like
yeah.
imagine if you made a series about Friday the 13th. Is it about Jason? Is it based on the first movie? Think about it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's
the
true.
way that I think about it, which is really interesting actually if you look back at a lot of horror franchises like what the main character is at the end, where he was at the start is really interesting, and like what he mattered at the start.
Yeah.
But
That was the last David Arquette movie I've ever seen.
Eight-Legged Freaks.
Oh yeah,
That must be one of your favorite movies.
It's really good. Yeah.
Of course. But
I had the soundtrack
I don't know.
to that
Actually,
movie.
it's funny because the first thing I thought, I was like, that's fine. And then I thought, I was like, I never even considered the Scream series being what now I realize it probably is trying to be. I would watch the shit out of that.
Yeah.
A weekly series
I'd
about
give it a shot,
people that are a self-aware horror movie. I'm down with that.
That'd be fun.
The best commercial I've seen in like all year this year is the one for Geico that's also
I
at the
love
movie
that
theater,
commercial, yeah.
where the kids are aware. They're like, maybe we should just hop in that car and drive away. And he's like, are you crazy?
Let's
Let's
hide
go
behind
hide
the
by the
chainsaws.
chainsaws.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
funny.
love that. So, gosh, I think that this sounds like it could actually be good because they're omitting Scream. I'm like, oh wait, they're actually focusing on like the substance of the original movie,
Which
not
is crazy.
just the face.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I had no idea. So
Yeah, I
now
can't
I'm
believe
actually
that.
interested.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, but by the way, he might pop up. They're just saying that as of right now, that wasn't the plan, and I'm like, oh.
So what could the story possibly be?
Exactly what I just told you. It's like it's a scary
Did you fucking
thing.
listen?
Yeah, it's a self-aware
not
and a
the
scary
story,
movie.
though.
That's
That is
the
the
story
story.
of Scream, the movie.
Well, the story of Scream is that they're being chased by a serial killer with a
No,
ghost
that's
face.
not that. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's
Think
That's,
of
like,
who
very
that ends up
loosely
being.
the-
Don't spoil it, just in case, because we
Just
have young
the
viewers that might not have
yeah.
seen it. Think of who it ends up being in the movie.
Uh-huh.
That's the story. It's not the face is irrelevant. The mask is irrelevant. It's just a killer, and they don't know who it is. So it could have been. It doesn't have to be a face at all. There didn't have to be a mask that we now recognize as the Scream. We call him the Scream mask because he's in that movie.
None of this
It could
is-
have been anything.
None of this is coming through.
You should
All right,
watch-
you know what?
Like,
let's take.
You
Let's
should
take.
watch. You should watch Scream again though, because
Yeah,
you'd
maybe you
probably be
forgot what
really
it's
into
about.
it.
I've actually seen it recently, and like it's
Oh,
funny that you
fuck.
it's funny that you note this because it was listed on demand under comedy.
Oh wow!
It is a comedy. It's a horror comedy. You don't think so?
It's a horror comedy.
Even the ending is like they're
Well, yeah, it's
crazy.
goofy.
Yeah. Let's take a break. But honestly, I do think that was interesting. I wanted to mention because I thought it was an interesting concept. I had no idea that that's the way they were going with
Yeah.
it. So we'll see. Now I kind of want them to do it.
Oh, also, we
So-
had other TV news
What was it?
that hey, there was a trailer for Halo Nightfall, and it was cool.
Oh.
Do you,
Right?
do you
I would
care
have thought
about
of that
at
as
all,
video
Jake?
game news.
Yeah, it looked kind of cool, even though like, it's still like trying to avoid.
Well, I
the
will
Master
say
Chief.
I didn't see. You showed it to me a little bit. But
I
I
will
don't know
say
anything
this is
about
the
it.
first live action Halo thing that looks like competent.
Yeah, because the other thing was
every-
almost there, but
it was
not
like,
quite.
It's like they missed something about like what was it? Forward Unto Dawn. Like
Yes.
I could not finish that.
Yeah.
Wait a
at
minute.
all. Like,
That already happened?
Yeah.
What is this?
This
this
is like
is-
the big thing. This is
Well,
like
this
the
is, like,
fully
supposed to be-
produced.
That won Emmy awards or some shit, didn't it?
did it?
Wasn't it nominated for Emmys Forward Unto Dawn?
For online series, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Am I thinking of something else?
But this is
Am I thinking
supposed to be
of
like.
YouTube awards. Maybe I am.
Well, this series like it specifically like takes place in the game world that like
Yeah.
bridges the gap between games.
Which
The
is
other
good.
ones were just like spin-offs.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
just about like cadets.
This is the Spielberg thing.
No,
What's that?
that's something that hasn't even been announced yet. That's another thing coming. That might be on
I'm
Showtime.
meant to be excited about all of these.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
because Halo's cool, man.
But which thing is the cool one?
I think the well,
Whatever
you
one's
know what?
out
Like whatever.
time.
Which one's about Master Chief? Because
Yeah.
it's like they think that they can make an interesting story about like people who aren't Master Chief, but they are so fucking wrong.
Yeah.
That's not.
Especially
it's,
it's like if
isn't
you
he the main
don't-
character of the whole series?
Yeah.
well, yeah. Also, but like people think like, oh, such a rich universe, and it's not. It's,
It is, but it's like the problem is that they always go, okay, don't have Master Chief. He was number one. Don't have him. Okay, fine. The second most interesting thing, the aliens. Don't really have
Don't
them.
have them.
Cut them.
Wow.
Let's talk about the grunt soldiers that are cannon fodder in
So
the
it's
game.
just a so it's like a trick.
A
It's
soldier
like
in the
Gotham,
world.
Yeah.
Where they just made a standard cop drama.
has the name.
Yeah.
Subpar cop
Yeah.
drama. With the name Gotham. I
Yeah.
get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Does it look cool though?
It does look
It
cool.
looks cool.
It
It
does look cool.
actually-
It looks
yeah.
like big budget actually.
Oh yeah,
you know?
like the spaceships and like all
That's
the
what you
guns.
get when you get
and
Spielberg.
It all looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks cool.
That's what Spielberg brings to the table.
The spaceships and the guns.
I'm
He
kidding
does.
because
Like,
I know
Stu-
it's not
Spielberg
the
comes in.
Spielberg
Spielberg comes in with a big knapsack and just
kills them all because he's
Guns
like,
and-
watch
Why did I
mine.
think it was? Why did I think this was a Spielberg one? I'm sorry for getting this wrong. I gotta.
because the Spielberg one is supposedly supposed to be on actual TV. That's the difference.
Okay.
This
I don't
one
know
is
what
going to
this-
be only.
You
on,
sure this isn't the Spielberg one?
Yeah, I
one
feel
is
like this is
only
the one
on
that they came
Xbox.
out with at E3, and they were like,
You can
"This
only-
is it. This is the big thing, and it's going to be on."
You
Xbox.
know what? Poll question. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. It looks
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. That's what matters. Things are cool, and that's what matters.
That's what you said on
Speaking
Twitter the other
of-
day. Speaking of cool, let's take a break. Let's give our shout outs and our plugs. First of all, I want to give shout out to Vision. I can see now.
Who wasn't in the trailer?
Nope, Paul Bettany, he wasn't. But I can see now. I got glasses finally. I wasn't completely blind, but I will say that the notes are now a smaller font and I don't have to scroll anymore. That's why I got these glasses.
You look good.
Thanks.
You rock.
I don't care how I look. I care what I look at.
You should care about how you look, though.
I guarantee it. Nyctophobia sold out, so there's nothing you can do about it. But there's going to be there's a lot of good reviews going up that we're retweeting, but I'm really going to be posting them on the Facebook over the next upcoming week because it'll be over. And so I'm excited for you guys to see. There's going to be a Huffington Post segment. They came and did a whole thing.
HuffPo.
A couple of reviews from New York City critics and stuff like that going up. So definitely look out for that. I'm really, really proud of this year, and it was the best year yet.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on those because it was really cool.
Yeah, you're like with the glasses, too. You're like a little haunted scientist. You're like a little haunted house scientist.
Maybe that's what I am. What about you guys? What do you got to plug?
What do you get? You got anything special to plug, Jake?
I do, yeah. YouTube.com/GameRanksTV. I just did a video that was the top 10 best dogs in video games.
Loved it.
Wow,
and the background
thanks.
song was great.
That's really nice of you.
Oh, actually, I hated it because you skipped KK Slider.
Sorry.
That's the number one dog.
I used a song. It was a cover song of a
Popular
One Direction
belief
song.
Thinks it's Randy Jackson, but he is the number one dog.
That's pretty funny. That's really funny.
Really wasn't because that was an American Idol reference.
That was pretty damn funny, though. Also, YouTube.com/BecauseVideoGames, I reviewed
Forward or backslash?
the regular one. Shadow of Mordor I reviewed,
Regular slash.
and I'm currently editing my Evil Within review because I have a lot of things to say about that game. And that's it. I'm boring. Mike, what do you got?
You can check this fine man out.
Ew.
This fine man out, Jake Baldino, at Twitter. I'm going to plug you.
Thanks. All right, plug me. Lay it on me.
Check
Stand
out-
up and bend over, Jake.
Check out Game Ranks. That's great. Man, you want to see video games by this guy? Check out
Well, he
Game
doesn't make
Ranks.
them, so good luck.
Well, now.
Hey,
right.
guess what, guys? You want to be really bored? We have nothing to plug this week, technically, because we don't have a commentary track. Oh, we got something big to plug, though. That's not the commentary track.
I can plug my Twitter.
Please do.
Mike's Moist. Mike's
Nice.
Moist. Mike's Moist. At Mike's Moist.
All three? Got it.
Mike's Moist.
Mike's Moist.
So we don't have a commentary track this week because I forget if we mentioned it last week, but you guys were on a delayed train.
Got
so
stuck
big
on a
mess.
Last
train.
week we got all messed
But
up.
we do have,
in
and
the
we'll go over it in the
rain.
poll, tell you what episodes we're doing. We have an Are You Afraid of the Dark commentary track coming up for Halloween week.
Is that the big
So-
announcement that you were just saying?
No, not at all. The big announcement is tickets are now on sale for New York City Podfest. Very exciting news.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to be doing a live podcast at NYC Podfest. This is amazing because I'm so used to listening to my favorite podcasters say that. Like, we're doing a live podcast at this festival. It's
And
like,
now it's
whoa, we're
us.
doing that.
We finally made it.
As of right now, it's 18 plus, but so many of you have been reaching out and saying, like, I'm 16 or 17, maybe can I have my parent go with me, whatever.
Get a fake
Which,
ID.
God forbid you have your parent go with you. Good luck. Explain to them what they should be expecting.
Yeah.
Not that we're that crass, but we can get there. But apparently they're looking into making it 16 plus, so keep an eye on that. You're changing the world out there, so good for you.
Yeah.
But seriously, I think they're $10. I don't know how long we're on for. I'm assuming an hour. I really don't know though.
It'll be a good time.
And
yeah,
you'll
we're on
see
for an
some
hour.
familiar faces, not just ours. Some other friends from PMI.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, we're really, definitely.
I'm excited.
It'll
as
be
hell.
fun.
We'll be reminding you every week, so don't
Yeah,
worry.
please come.
We've got many weeks
That
to
could
go.
be cool.
January 11th at 1 p.m. It's a Sunday.
The Lord's Day.
And I believe that's it as far as like new shit goes. But we do, as usual, have patreon.com/prettymuchit. We have a lot of hangouts going on right now with people, and they're so much fun. We watched the Avengers Age of Ultron trailer along with them, basically, actually. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't suit your fancy, if you're like, I don't want to give you shit, you give me shit. We already do. Every week we give away a free shirt from beobscure.com, prettymuchit.com/giveaway to find out how to enter to win. Yeah. And that's it. And now you know what time it is?
It's time for video games.
Game time. Dun, 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 dun. Anybody recognize that? That's John Paula's Game Time.
Blow us away.
You know what? One last quick plug. I forgot. Why don't I ever plug this? The Because Video Games podcast. It's so
There was a new one this week.
people
and it was
really
hilarious.
enjoy it. Yeah.
Funny as hell.
All right. Wow. You like it too?
No.
Thanks. Anyway, so for video games, first things first, guys. Okay.
Hey, lay it out
We
slowly.
gotta talk about Nintendo. Okay. Nintendo is announcing a bunch of cool stuff about Smash Brothers. Apparently. Like
Really?
in like an hour from now.
There's-
We're filming this on
that
Thursday,
come out already?
so we're missing this news.
How much more information could there possibly
They said
be?
they had 50 things to reveal, which is weird.
Just 50 coins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50 different coins.
50 new outfits for Waluigi. Different
Oscar
color
de la
palettes.
Renta's ghost pops up and goes,
Hey,
"I designed
Waluigi
all
isn't
of
even
them."
in that game.
You're right.
Waluigi.
No.
So
Maybe
wait.
he is. Maybe they'll reveal that.
They have
And
like.
then the costumes, 49 costumes.
Fuck
and
you,
him.
Mario. Fuck you, Mario.
Don't they have like 3 versions of Pit? Somebody nobody cares about, and
Yeah, pretty
no
much.
Waluigi.
Yeah, that's an injustice. All right.
Does anybody? Give a
That's the
shit about
Gamergate really,
Yeah.
that's bullshit.
That's
Fuck
Gamergate.
Pitt.
That's
If I've ever
yeah.
heard of it.
That roster is a waste.
Fuck Pitt
Fuck
and
Pitt.
fuck Dark Pitt.
And yeah, basically
Fuck
any
all those
sorry,
Dragon
I don't
Emblem.
like Fire Emblem, Dragon Emblem.
Dragon Emblem, whatever. Fuck all those emblems. Fuck them all.
Fuck 'em. Anyway, so that's Nintendo news that we're
So we'll
missing.
talk about it next week potentially.
Yeah,
Okay.
if it's anything good.
right.
Another little surprise, weird little announcement. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I think it's reaching its 10-year anniversary, something like that.
Christmas.
So it's getting re-released for Xbox 360 in 720p HD graphics,
Oh.
bumped up.
Ooh.
Which
720p's, huh?
yeah,
Wow, what a waste. They could have brought that up to next gen.
next gen.
Next gen.
Next
Wait,
gen.
nobody's
It's like
gonna-
a massive
gen.
undertaking, though.
Nobody has an Xbox 360
That's
anymore.
that's what. Yeah, shouldn't they put it on Xbox One and PS4?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
A bunch
This is
of
weird.
dummies.
I'm not gonna dust off my Xbox 360. I'm like
The
so
money.
I'm this close to putting it in storage. I still have it,
But
but
San Andreas wasn't even my favorite
San
GTA
Andreas.
game.
San Andreas.
fuck.
San Andreas. San Andreas.
it was my favorite. But even still, I bought they had a Games on Demand Xbox version that you could download.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't HD, but you could still play the game on your 360, and I bought that
See, HD matters a whole lot more to me now.
because you have eyes,
That I
because
can
you have the
see.
vision. Yeah.
I was watching my TV for the first time with
And you're
Gus,
like,
and I was
whoa,
like,
everything's so different. That's what
Yeah.
Renee Zellweger looks like.
that, yeah, oh, yeah. I put on my glasses. The first thing I saw was Renee Zellweger, and I was like, that's
Like,
what she
This
looks
whole
like?
time.
I didn't even know. Everyone looks like Robin Wright. I had no idea.
All right.
Adorable.
All right. The quote,
Settle down.
the
All right.
great Robert. What's his name? Fuck! I just ruined the joke.
Fun fact, earlier on the way in, we had a great joke that I was leaving to Jake. You know what?
Yeah, because I came up with it.
Never mind. No, guess what? You
All right.
failed.
All right.
No.
All right.
All right.
Okay. I'm quoting. I can't remember Matthew McConaughey.
Asshole.
All right. All right.
Oh my God! You know what? It was a joke that was supposed to work well, and it failed miserably. What's the next story?
Sometimes we can't be funny.
Sometimes you can't be funny.
Paranautical Activity is a game you may have heard about. You may not have heard about it.
Probably haven't.
It's an indie Steam game that's kind of cool. It's like a roguelike
Steam.
first-person shooter.
Now tell me all about this because you said there's something
So
interesting.
now the game
Yeah, it's
had a
stupid.
release date, and apparently there was a miscommunication with Valve, the company who works Steam, and apparently Paranautical Activity wasn't listed right. It was still listed as like a
beta
green
sort of
light
thing
game,
or
like a
some
beta
crap.
type thing,
Yeah.
and basically it messed up their whole like launch. And the lead developer, the super professional man, went to Twitter and he was like, "This is ridiculous. This is bullshit. I hate Valve. I hate Steam." And then he goes, "Fuck you, Gabe Newell. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you."
Cool.
I want you dead.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then first of all, nobody insults our Lord and Savior Gaben, but so
That's
immediately,
beside the point.
yeah, but so immediately he screwed up his whole business relation with Valve.
And they cut
gave
the
him the
whole- they
axe
cut the game
immediately.
completely.
The game is, yeah, sorry,
Yep.
game's not being released
Game's
on
cut
Steam.
completely. The
Which
guy.
is basically all right. If you insult the person that basically holds the key to kind of
Right.
your success,
But
I would
also-
have insulted Gabe too. I'd have been like, "You fucked up my $1 million."
Really, you wouldn't have
thing."
rather emailed them and said, "Hey, can you do a relaunch with
Well,
this?"
when you're making a video game,
So you'd rather make no money.
I would be pissed.
oh, the guy
Yeah,
also
but not
quit video
publicly.
games now.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the other aspect of it. He quit. He like sold his share of the company or something
Yep.
like that, and he's out.
Oh,
He was
that's,
just, I mean, what else can you do? You look like a dope now, so you.
It's
have to leave.
rough though. I mean, if you're like working with a team of like 2-3 guys and you put your life and soul into that, and then
and
it
you
gets
just ruin it with one. Tweet.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's two things. There's two trains of thought here. One, the guy's a baby. That was very silly. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like that's not how you handle that at all.
if you want to run a business and make money.
I understand
yeah.
being mad, but you text
Oh,
a
yeah.
friend that.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, publicly on Twitter, that's very
No,
silly.
yeah.
Why would you want to look like that on Twitter?
Especially
You look like a
our
child.
Lord and Savior of the PC Master Race,
Anything.
Lord Gaben.
No, anything like that. Like tweeting in like all caps and angry. I don't know if it was in all caps, but
No,
it's
it
like
wasn't.
just angry tweeting is like just such a mistake to me. It's like, why would you want to come off as a freaking kid?
You know what's so funny too? Like he didn't tag Gabe Newell. He just said
Yeah,
Gabe
yeah,
Newell's
yeah.
name, and I just picture Gabe Newell like
Like he woke up, he was like,
he's floating in a pod like in like water,
Floating in a
and
pod.
it zooms in and it's just his eyes open.
and then they turn red. But the other aspect of it is also just as childish as Valve.
yeah,
I think.
yeah.
Because their response was they said we're cutting relations with them in response to death threats from this guy. They're not death threats.
No.
Don't be. And
Yeah.
they know that. They're just playing stupid. They know
Yeah,
that this
but-
guy's not going to kill Gabe Newell, obviously.
Mhm.
Is that how you pronounce it? Gabe Newell?
Yes.
So it all around, I only know about this because, again, it's like a logic thing. And it's just like, it's not about video games.
Yeah, it's a good
It's
perspective though, about
literally,
Valve.
it's literally just about people. And that's why I was intrigued by it, I guess.
Yeah, it's like they took it way too personally.
Both
Like,
sides
yeah, very
failed
interesting.
miserably here because Valve would have been better off saying, like, you look like a chump. We'll fix it for you because we're mature.
Yeah.
But now they look just as immature and babyish. The whole thing is
very interesting.
Actually, taking down the game is one thing. You know what? That's fine. If you want to take down the game, but to say, because of death threats, it's like, we know what you're playing here. You guys are basically like high school right now.
Yeah.
This is really embarrassing.
jerk,
This is a
so
real
we're gonna screw
company.
him.
That's sad to me.
And
That's
basically,
really
that
ridiculous.
sucks because his game dev career was kind of squashed.
Was he good?
The game looked pretty
Obviously
awesome.
not, because if he was good, he wouldn't have quit. He must know he was bad. He must have known he was bad and then said, fuck it, I have an out.
Yeah, I got another Phil.
Because if he was good and if he really cared, you wouldn't quit. That's silly, too. The whole thing is embarrassing. Next.
Speaking of,
I love that I
You-
jump
that
in
was
on
good.
this.
That was good. I should.
That's because it's not about video games. It's just about people.
I would put you on a video. That was good.
Unput me on
Put
a
you on.
video?
I'm gonna.
He filmed
put you
me,
on
now
a
he's
video.
gonna unput
No, I
me
said
in it.
I'm gonna put you on a video. Speaking of quirky Steam games, indie games, we have Sliced Bread Simulator. Like, we've had Goat Simulator, Rock Simulator, Farm Simulator.
Yeah, we know all about that.
Rock
Now we
Simulator, you
have-
get to star in a couple of cool movies.
Now we have
And
Sliced
Tweet
Bread
Jake Baldino.
Simulator, and it's
Yeah,
actually
what's this
it's called I Am Bread. It's not called.
I love this shit.
Yeah.
I love this abstract, hilarious shit.
So basically, you start out, you're on a counter, and you're like a slice of bread, and you attach from the rest of the loaf.
You detach?
Yeah, thank you. And then you just flop around and do stuff.
Is it like
You
Octodad
fuck-
sort of
Yeah,
controls?
you kind of just
Okay.
fuck with the kitchen, basically.
Fuck yeah. I love it.
And it looks
that sounds
amazing.
awesome.
Look it up. I Am
Can you
Bread.
become toast?
That's a good. Like you can like kind of
That's the
climb
twist
into the
ending.
toaster and like.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'm sure you can.
Is that like
That's
the
gotta be the
main
first thing that
objective?
they thought of.
Oh, but when you become toast, you're not bendable anymore. So then you have to
Then you can fight. Then he gets fighting
And then
abilities.
you can fight. Only then let them fight.
Yeah, like imagine that's the end goal. Get toasted.
get toast.
Get toasted.
Oh my god, it should
But the
be called
problem
I
is-
Am Bread and then the hashtag get toasted.
But the problem is, yeah, you're welcome.
Holy shit.
The problem is that like you go to get toasted, but the power's out, so you gotta wander your little bread all the way down into the basement to shut the breakers, to reset the breakers,
Sounds like a great game.
and then you
That's
gotta
not
get back
really
up.
the game,
making
though.
it
Yeah,
up,
we're
though.
making it all
Plug
up.
in the toaster, climb in.
This sounds as good as the Flying Moose game that you guys made up on BCVG. That still needs to happen someday.
What's the Flying Moose game? I don't remember that.
Let's keep it on the DL because I actually was thinking about how we could create that.
Oh wow, okay.
We need to find a developer because
All right.
I have a great mechanic.
Let's get that guy.
Game
He's open now. The guy who made Paranautical
Yes,
Activity.
we'll be like, hey, you loser.
Come out of retirement.
Come out of
'cause-
retirement, you
If
little
you don't make
baby.
a game, we'll kill you.
Stop crying, you fucking bitch.
Anyway, guys, that is the video game news for this
Cool.
week, huh? That's
Good
cool.
stuff.
Yeah,
I'm glad I was
yeah.
able to contribute slightly to
Yeah,
something
thanks,
that really
man.
had nothing to do about
You
video games, but
provided
about
an
business.
interesting perspective.
It
though.
wasn't even about a video
and
game.
one that I
technically.
really appreciate.
appreciated. That you really imprinted
I'm
on.
having
All
a
right,
hard
Jacob.
time talking
You're
today.
gonna unput him in the video. You unappreciate.
All right.
Let's talk about the old poll.
The old poll.
No.
Let's talk about the old poll. Last week's poll question was, what are your favorite... Why did I say that twice? Are you afraid of the dark episodes? Because we are going to do commentary tracks for them, of course, for next week.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, at first I was thinking, like, let's not do all of the ones they choose because they're going to be the best episodes. Let's pick some that we like and stuff. You guys literally picked
You picked the one I
the
wanted.
best episodes, and we might as well just do them all and then potentially never do any more because this is so good.
Too spooky.
These are great. So we have to do this. Ready? In fourth place. And you're not going to know what it is, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because I want you to be surprised when it starts.
All right, I'll
Do you
try
remember
and
this one?
guess.
In fourth place, we have The Tale of Station 109.1.
Oh, I love that radio station.
Good. You don't know about it? Okay,
No.
good. You guys know what I'm
No.
talking about. You don't know either?
No.
Ooh, I'm not telling either
this
of them
is
about
old
it.
stuff,
I
man.
know both people in that one. Number 3, or in third place, The Tale of the Ghastly Grinner. You know that one.
Nope. Oh wait, yes, I do. I do know that one.
There's only one ghastly
Yeah.
grinner. In second place, now this is the scariest episode.
This is my
that
personal favorite.
This is the scariest episode of the
Seared
show that
into
I
my
saw.
memory.
I think maybe minus a silver sight. A lot of them really scary. We were talking about this. These are much scarier than Goosebumps.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of an older vibe.
Oh yeah.
So I'm excited that these are going up for Halloween because we can get scared.
Yeah. Number 2, Dead Man's
Number
Float
2,
is seared
The
into
Tale
my
of the
brain.
Dead Man's Float. That
Sounds spooky.
the scary. I have a vivid memory.
Burned into my
of
consciousness.
when I was laying in my bed, what I imagined happening behind me.
Jesus.
I have a vivid memory of it, and it was really scary, and I had to tell my dad to kill me.
Dad, kill me.
Dad,
I
just
can't
kill
take
me,
this
please.
nightmare.
And number 1, of course, we knew this would be the number 1. This is probably season 1, right? This is like
Definitely.
the ultimate Are You Afraid of the Dark episode.
What is it?
The tale, little shh, of the laughing in the dark.
Of the laughing in the dark.
None of you.
Yeah,
no-
probably of laughing in the dark. You think? I don't know. I thought it was the laughing in the dark.
None of you guys wanted us to do the video game episode.
Oh, Pinball Wizard was on there,
Pinball
but that
Wizard,
was only voted.
Wait,
once.
that's
These
what
were
it was
the top
actually
ones.
called. Pinball
Is it called
Wizard?
Pinball Wizard? I don't remember. The
At
Tale
the-
of the
at the end
Pinball
of that
Wizard
ep-
or something like that.
At-
Yeah.
At the end of the
Haunted
episode, he gets
Pinball Wizard.
fucked.
like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm very excited. These are going to be really fun.
That was
so
like a
we're
triple
watching
reference.
them shortly. Can't wait. You guys pumped?
I don't want to be spooked.
This week's poll question is the new poll, as it were. Talking about the Scream series on TV and how it could actually translate pretty well to a TV show, I think, if they go that route. What property, anything, would you like to see turned into a TV show? And I'm talking
Instead of a movie.
movies. They were working on like a source code TV show, which could have worked, actually.
Fargo.
Right, that worked.
Amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
And honestly, this year I would say I saw the Skeleton Twins, and I thought, I like these characters enough that I wish it was a TV show. You and I said after seeing Gone Girl, we thought that could have made for a nice miniseries. So I think that TV is definitely.
They're making a
important
made-for-TV movie about Aaliyah. That's pretty cool, but it's on Lifetime.
Okay, so please let us know. Besides that, what property you would like to see turned
Aaliyah.
into a TV show, or more so, what
She's
you
a
think.
singer. She died.
Not what you want to be turned into a TV show,
Just
but what
saying.
you think could work. Like, tell us the concept of what it would be, because I think it's fascinating. Go to facebook.com/prettymuchit to vote in this poll.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll go over them next week once it becomes the old poll.
Oh, why are these polls?
No. It's time for Ask PMI.
That's how we do it, boys.
At the Craig 5, puppies or kittens?
Puppies.
Well, this week it's puppies because youtube.com/GameRanksTV. I did a video on top 10
Hey,
puppies
don't
of
get
video
your
games.
shit out of our Ask PMI.
No, personally though, puppies. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going with puppies as well.
Puppies.
Yeah.
No contest.
Okay.
I used to be a kitty person.
I don't
but
like kittens because they scratch you. I like cats when they're over it.
I have a
that's the worst part. Like, because you get a cat, a little baby kitten, and it's fun for like a year.
Oh, see, I like when they don't
then,
give a
like,
shit and they
and
just
then it
kind of
has
walk
contempt
around.
for you.
But when they just walk around, it's like you're just feeding this little walking bag of meat.
doesn't
that
give a
just-
shit
that
about
just
you.
shits in a box.
Until you put it outside for a dog to kill.
Yeah.
Now, I made
yeah.
an observation about myself the other day because I was at a park and I was sitting on the bench,
And you had like a moment.
and there across on the other side of the park there were these little dogs, and I was just staring at them, thinking of them, looking at them and stuff. And then I thought, I'm like,
Randy
wow.
Jacksons.
I was like, I'm basically a pedophile, but for animals, because I'll see an animal and be like, oh yeah, look at that animal over there, I want to go pet him.
A beastophile.
And like
Well,
I just
wait a
look
minute,
at him
how
and
is
think about
pedophile,
him
Like, or is it
without
Reality.
sexual, but like I'm kind of like just like a creeper.
But it's like for baby animals.
Just animals in general.
So you could just say like rapist.
Rapist,
Being a
molester,
pedophile,
psycho,
like,
stalker, yeah, whatever
it
you
would make
want.
more sense if you looked at like
Call
puppies.
me any of those things.
Yeah.
I'm fine. All of them work.
Because I am those for cats
All right,
and
so
dogs.
that being said,
Okay.
at Sal Kazul,
Kazoo.
would you rather have it
Sal
rain
Kazul.
cats or dogs?
That's a good question. He's a cool guy and he asked a good question.
Wait, like literally? Like, are we taking that phrase literally? I'd rather
cats
it
would be
rain.
safer.
Cats
Well-
would be safer. They land on their feet.
But
no
they'd
matter
be
what,
fucks, though.
no matter what was raining, it would all just be a giant mess on the ground.
Gore piles, yeah, just
Gore piles.
I'm gonna
gore
go.
piles.
You know what? I wouldn't want to see that happen to puppies.
That's right.
Yeah,
so
that's
I would
gonna
go
go
with
with
cats.
cats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck them. Send them down.
At
God.
Eric.
Yeah, send him down, God.
Magnolia.
Kick him out of heaven.
At Eric Areno, that was the original idea behind Magnolia, wasn't it? What beverages do you get at the movies?
None anymore. Water?
Okay.
Coca-Cola. That's it.
I go
man.
with either Sprite or fruit punch, or if I can, my number one favorite is a pink lemonade. Or
maybe,
lemonade.
only Coke though. If they say Pepsi, I say nope.
Also, let me ask you a sub question that they didn't ask because they're fucking stupid. Ice or no ice?
Ice. What are you, fucking stupid?
I
always
like
get no
a
ice.
little bit of
It's
ice.
gonna be cold through the whole movie. It's 2 hours right out of the cold machine. It's
Little
gonna
bit of
melt
ice.
though.
I like a little bit of ice.
I don't want it to get watered down. I don't drink ice with anything though. I don't want it to get watered down.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I like it pure.
That's a good, well, what if you had
like a
those
scotch on the rocks.
What if you got those scotch cubes though?
Yeah.
Nah.
But they keep it cold without watering.
It's Captain
down.
Cold.
Is
He
it because
invented
it's made of? It's because it's scotch.
No, because
It would
no,
scotch it down.
they make rock cubes.
Oh, you're talking about those? They don't have those at the movie theater, so
Start bringing your own.
maybe I will. I'll bring them in. I'm like in my pocket.
Is
They
this
go,
a
would you like
cooler?
ice? And I just go, no.
No.
thanks." And finally, at Michelle Ecro.
Obama?
Michelle Crow.
Michelle Crow. Well, yeah, I don't know why I read that like
Michelle
that.
they
Has an
ended
E
with
at the
an
end,
E.
right? What
Stupid.
did your room look like when you were 12?
Oh man.
Oh, nothing.
I
nothing in my
had
room.
a whole wall covered in pictures of guys skateboarding, like ripped out of magazines and stuff.
They were ripped.
What?
Were they ripped?
No, like I tore them out of like a skateboarding
Ah.
magazine. Cool guys like doing cool flips on skateboards and stuff.
Aha.
I was
And then
ju- oh,
no, go ahead.
Keep going.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I had a messy room. I didn't have posters.
I had a huge poster for the first Spider-Man movie.
How old did you say?
12.
I know when I was like 8 or 9, I had a Rugrats themed bed.
Ooh.
Pillows, blankets.
Well, that wasn't the
everything.
question.
I know.
I don't remember 12 because 12 was literally when I was changing from like one town to the other when I was moving around that time.
Sad boy.
So, no, then again, I was already moved in. My room had one blue wall, one white wall, one blue wall, one white wall.
That's confusing.
Yeah.
I think it looked about the same as it is. I just like moved the furniture around. I never had much on the wall. I had a Fall Out Boy poster at one point though.
The coolest part about
Did you like hide a big hole behind that poster so you could crawl through it and escape?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of posters. I had that one.
And my mom said, "Just be careful out there. Don't fall out, boy."
That's pretty funny. I had a poster that was just Anakin Skywalker. Just I know I'm like a terrible person.
Wait, which one?
Little boy Anakin or
Episode 2, Attack of the Clones.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
Oh, I had Star Wars posters too. I think, even though I
Yeah.
didn't really care that much about Star Wars, I just was like everyone else does.
And I had a SpongeBob poster that I just kept, and I had it in my room until I was like 17.
Nice.
Because SpongeBob's cool.
All right,
He's cool.
You know, hey man.
that's it, guys.
Yeah,
that's all we
it.
got.
Yeah, that was
And-
it.
Although I will say, I just remembered one other episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark that we have to do that I forgot.
Oh no.
That I think someone did mention. I just forgot to put it on the list. I don't remember the name of it, but the one with Nosferatu at the movie theater.
Oh Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I
know that
remember
one.
that.
That one. No, I'm freaking out because
No.
I remember that. That's really scary. Oh God.
Boom! And that's pretty much it.